hook up via satellite with comedian Bert Kreischer. He does not have a shirt on, ladies and gentlemen.
There he is.
There we go. I can't tell if you're sitting down, so
oh, my God, he could be on the toilet.
Yeah, he may not even have pants on. I'm not sure.
I'm wearing pants, but I have the gayest underwear you've ever seen in your life on.
Oh, what is it?
I'm not going to just show it to you. I think you'd have to blur it. My wife got me these underwear that are kind of like I have tactile issues, so I don't like wearing boxers, and so she got me these silk underwears. But I think they're made for gay men because it's almost like a pouch in the front, so it makes your junk look huge.
They're comfortable?
They're really comfortable. I'll show them to you, but you got to blur them out for your fans.
Okay. Well, you don't necessarily have it. Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay.
No,
wait a minute.
Or you can keep it.
Here he goes.
There he is.
Ready?
My Lord.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
that is...
Yeah. That's nothing is left to the imagination.
Let me tell you something. From an
Wait. Let's start with Christy. Christy,
what do you think?
I am very impressed, Bert.
No, it doesn't really look like that all the time. It's because there's like a hole in them where you put everything through.
Okay.
And then it pushes it forward
like
it's at a podium giving a speech.
Well, it's impressive.
And it's also center stage.
Yeah.
You're not
center stage.
Yeah, you're not dressing left or dressing right. You are right there at the main microphone on the dais.
Not a hint of
exactly. I am out there. I don't have any bodyguards. They are up front.
I'm out there and I'm loving it.
Do they fit in your
Can
pants
I tell you,
well?
it's away from your body, so nothing like sticks to your legs, and you just feel comfortable.
Okay.
Well, good.
Yeah, no, we've discussed this before. I had you're a boxer brief guy, Chad?
I'm a boxer brief guy, and I like the merino wool boxer brief.
And I don't like boxer briefs, but I had to get some because I do Pilates, and when you're in these weird positions, your shorts tend to fall back. And if you've got just regular boxers on, it's not cool. So, but I wear them on Pilates days. I'm not a fan. I'm with Bert. I like having the minuscule briefs.
Yes, these are silk. They're very light and breathy, and they're easy to go to the bathroom. That little pouch in the front slides over. Everything's still up front.
It may be your God-given girth, but it did look like there was some kind of structural component.
I love that I've gotten Christy to doubled over.
I am blushing.
Giggling.
Yes.
Yeah, she's giggling in a very pleased, happy way, not judgmental at all.
No,
it is almost
all.
like there's some sort of cantilevered architectural.
Yes. But it is having seen that, I can see where Bert gets his confidence.
Yes.
There you go.
Does it have a back? It almost looked like a G-string kind of thing.
Okay. Of course we can.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, hey now.
Oh my Lord.
Look at them cheeks.
Now, seeing you from behind, Bert, are you sure those are the right size for you?
Bert,
I can explain
I like
real
them to
quick.
ride high. I just want to surprise anyone.
But
if I leave a room, I want people to want me to return.
Yes.
the gluteal cleft, the
ass crack,
the vertical. If I was trying to be delicate here, the vertical ass crack is very much visible and
Stellar.
sculpted. They go in. I think Chick may have a good point. Those are very, very tight. And welcome to the interview. We're speaking with Bert Kreischer, professional comedian. We have not gotten any topic he wants to discuss.
Who's next? Who's
Bert's got a good ass, man.
He's got a great ass.
Did you know you have a good ass? Has it always?
You know what? It used to be better when I was younger. It started to turn into an old man ass where it's collapsing.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
It's funny when I did the special. Rogan said he's like, dude, I mean, I love the special, but you're so jacked. All I can look at is your shoulders. And if you look at the special, my shoulders look like they're just there to hold up my arms. They're not impressive.
Well, and let's get to that. The reason Bert is taking the time and trouble to talk to us, Bert Kreischer, Lucky, Netflix, and I want to say it debuts tonight. What am I getting this right?
Streaming right now.
Right now. Wow.
All right.
So guys, just turn your phone on to Netflix and tap Lucky.
And where was this recorded?
I shot it in the Mahaffey Theater in St. Petersburg, Florida, where I grew up. I was born in St. Pete.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I knew Florida, but I didn't know St. Petersburg.
Now, when did you, if going way back, were you always capable of getting up in front of the class and doing stuff, or were you real shy? Did you just emerge in college when you got the famous story written about you? What was the story?
No, I'm the kind of person that if I saw a stage, I needed it's funny, I'm going through this in therapy right now, but it made my dad uncomfortable that I loved it so much. So it was like a weird thing. It's like, I knew you weren't supposed to want to do it, but I couldn't help it. When I was in first grade, I played second base, bases were loaded, and a fly ball was hit to me, and I caught it, and the crowd cheered. And I spiked the ball, ripped my shirt off, and started dancing. And my dad was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I thought I was going to come off and my dad would just be high-fiving me like, "That was the coolest stuff. You're the coolest kid in the world." But he did not. That's my dad.
Oh.
Bert Kreischer, once again, is our guest. Bert, famous for many things, including his adventures in Eastern Europe, Russia, etc. Have you ever done what I would just consider a stand-up show in another country?
No. Oh, that's so funny you ask. We just got an offer. So I just announced Permission to Party World Tour starts October 18th, I think, in Illinois. But it's on my website. You can find any cities. I'm doing a bunch of cities, and we're doing, abroad. And I've always wanted to perform in Moscow. I've always wanted to perform in St. Petersburg. And I got an offer to perform in Dubai.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that would be cool. And they're like, yeah, but there's some rules. And I was like, what? And they're like, well, number one, you can't really party. And I was like, wait, the name of the tour is Permission to Party. And they're saying I do not have permission to party. And they're like, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, well, what are other rules? And they're like, well, you have to wear a shirt on stage. I was like, well, that's kind of my thing.
Uh-oh.
That's like telling Gallagher, hey man, no fruit or vegetables. And then they're like, but you'll have a good time. I was like, doing what? Like following Sharia law? Like,
Yeah.
am I just going over there to hit a chick? Like, what are we talking about?
There you go.
Now, by the way, the Permission to Party tour will begin in Rockford, Illinois, coming up on, is it August 18th? Am I getting
October
this right?
18th.
October 18th.
Oh, October 18th. Oh, okay, great. Lots of dates. Duluth, Idaho Falls, Hershey, Indy, St. Louis. You're going to be all over the place. And that's, of course, on the Bert Kreischer website. But once again, today is the day for Lucky to hit the airwaves. It's there right now on Netflix and filmed in St. Pete. Any particular moments during this thing where you just thought of something spontaneously and erupted in a topic you'd never thought about?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm hesitant to share too many secrets, but I will say that when I was talking, like right before I filmed it, I was partying with Chappelle, and I said to Chappelle, I was like, yo, man, I'd be remiss if I didn't be the greatest comic to ever do it. Like if I didn't get a little advice about a special. I know this is my sixth special, but what are you doing? He goes, all right, let's talk specials. He goes, how many shows you taping? I said 6, and he goes, perfect. He goes, here's the deal. Don't stick to a script. Just have fun and try to find that molecule of comedy, that brilliance. Like we know it when you go and watch a comic and it's all improvised and you see that moment of genius where you're like, that was crazy. He's like, well, let yourself try to find that. You have 6 shows. So get one in the can and then have fun with 5 of them. And by the time we got to the 5th and 6th show, I had gotten it so well so many times that I was like, all right, I'm just going to mess around. And I ended up telling this story about Will Smith that I was not planning on putting on this in the special. And it just came out perfect. I mean, unrehearsed, just came out perfect. And I was like, damn. And then I got off and they're like, yo, everyone's like, you got to do that. And then tell the one about your dog. And I was like, oh, okay. And so the 6th show is the one we used. It's crazy because, I take my shirt off. But in this one, I took my shirt off. I threw it in the air. And the shirt lands on the microphone. And you can see it in my eyes that I'm like, oh. I'm like a kid. I'm so happy that I don't have to bend over and pick up my shirt. And that show was primarily improvised. The first 4 minutes of this special, and I know that because I keep a clock on stage. First 4 minutes is absolute fire. I mean, I think at the end of that 4 minutes, my favorite joke is at the end of that 4 minutes. It's the phone sex with my wife. And I'm so happy with this special. Oven mitts is one of my favorite stories ever. Traffic cones is like something I've been working on for a long time. And then the story I close on is a bit. It's a stretch for me as a comic because it's a tad bit emotional. It's about putting down our dog, and to make an emotional story funny is like the real heavy lift of this special. And I think I did it. I hope everyone enjoys it.
And once again, the special is called Lucky. You call it Lucky because
I'm the luckiest man in the world, guys. Think about it. I am shirtless. I am fat. I am unattractive. Yet I've starred in movies. I have a huge tour that I'm announcing. I have my 6th Netflix special. I was in college for 6.5 years. Had no plans of what I was going to do whatsoever. Rolling Stone discovered me, called me the #1 party animal in the country. Oliver Stone optioned the rights to my life. I moved to New York. Within 6 months of doing stand-up, while I'm working the door, Will Smith discovers me. I move to LA. I get a TV show, get another TV show, get another development deal, lose it all. Meet the woman of my dreams with no money in my pocket, so I know she's there for the right reason. She gives me 2 beautiful kids who are in college, launched and succeeding happily, and I am a happy empty nester on testosterone. My wife's on testosterone, and we're having sex like she's trying to get her green card back.
You're a lucky man, Bert Kreischer.
I'm the luckiest guy, and I'm lucky to have met you guys when I did because you guys have been very good to me, and so thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's always a great pleasure speaking with Bert, and I can't wait to see the special. I'll mention again, it is on Netflix as we speak.
Yes.
So you can check it out at your convenience, and filmed again in Florida where you grew up. And were you in college in Florida? I can't remember.
Yeah, Florida State.
Okay, yeah. I remember reading the article ages ago.
It was the best decade of my life.
Yeah. Now, one last question before we let you go. I know it's currently Lent, and many people give up something for Lent. Or there's also that, what's that thing? Is it no drink January, whatever that is?
Oh, yeah, dry January.
Whatever, some kind of privation, whatever you might want to call it.
Deprivation.
Have you had any kind of detours from alcohol or anything of interest, pot, whatever you might want to quit?
No, I'm in such heavy promotion of this special. I told my wife, do not talk to me about my drinking until next week. Let me get through this week. Let me get through New York. And then when we're done New York, I'll take a break in April. You can schedule a doctor's appointment.
Okay.
She's hounding me about my cardiologist. My cardiologist got my personal number. And so he starts texting me. He's like, yo, I haven't seen you in, it's 6 months. I go every 6 months. He's like, it's been 7 months. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I got a special. And he was like, I know, but your health's more important. I was like, no, it isn't. The special's very important to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the old thing when, who was it famously that when Elvis died, some Hollywood pundit was at the pool and he heard Elvis had just died. He goes, good career move. So all I'm saying, Bert, is if you drop dead tomorrow, this special's going to really get some numbers. Well,
You know how Tom is, Bert. Sorry.
Go to your doctor, Bert, please.
Oh, Bert, we love you.
This cough's just been nagging. It's like, you make out with your wife while she has COVID, and all of a sudden it's like, you're going to get it.
Okay. Bert Kreischer, once again, the special. Lucky. Netflix is the place. Thanks, Bert.
We love you, Bert.
Love you guys. Thank
See
you
you
so
later.
much.
See you, Bert.
Nice underwear, by the way.
I will never not unsee that.
Wow.